Oh, crumbs. We're live.
Hello, we are live. Let's get the comments open. Okay, this is brand. I don't know what that means. Anyways, hello everyone.
Oops.
Okay. We are going to be talking about a sensitive topic, a sensitive subject. But I felt it was something. Hi, Nicole. How are you? How are you tonight? Good to see you here. So, we're going to be talking about a sensitive now. Um, Nicole's here. Say hi, Sherryton.
Oh, hello, Nicole. Nice to see you.
Doing well. Good. Glad. Yeah. Sheena. Hi, Miss Sheena. Marie.
Oh, hey, Miss Sheena. Hello, darling. How are you?
Yes.
Lovely to see
Hi,
you.
Jen.
Lovely.
Lovely. Lovely, jubbly, as she would say.
That is exactly what I would say.
Yes. Welcome in, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? Before we get into the darker stuff. Hope you're all doing well. Nicole said she's doing well. We're glad to see it.
Excellent. Excellent. Wonderful news.
Brett with
Wonderful.
the gold and Sheraton with the purple. Yes. Look. Yeah.
Yeah.
And my eyelids are gold too. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I thought I'd go full emo
I was
today. I'm full emo.
like, if I mess up black eyeshadow, it's gonna take me another 3 hours. So I was
Yeah. No,
just.
I thought I'd get my rock on. The only thing I'm not wearing right now is my Dr. Martens,
Don't you look
and
great,
I
guys?
don't happen to have a Rage Against the Machine T-shirt. But one of these days, I'm gonna get one. It's
Thank you,
only because I'm being
Sheena.
broke. So,
Thank you, Sheena. Thank you so much.
yeah, I'm not really in. Anyway,
We
Brett,
both.
you do your thing, man. You do your thing.
All right. So guys. Oh, you see. Okay, you seen it. Okay. Marie sees it. Okay. Hi, Kelly. How are you? Good evening. Good health, as Tracy would say. Kevin type of girl. Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So, for everyone here, everyone that will be joining later, everyone that will be watching on CashApp, we're burning some sage. Doing great. Thank you. If you want to go ahead and burn some sage for the subject matter, you're more than welcome to. Bring some Palo Santo, bring some positivity in, bring some, you know. So we're going to be talking about the countersuit that Marilyn Manson has filed against his ex-fiance Evan Rachel Wood. I always get her confused with Amber Heard with Johnny Depp. So I want to go ahead and lay out a trigger warning now because this does have to do with allegations and certain type of abuse allegations that were made against Marilyn Manson. His real name is Brian Warner. Okay. Now I have an article up. I wrote some stuff down, but my writing is too messy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and read it straight from the article. But some of the highlights for the countersuit. Now they're suing for her and another woman and a few other alleged victims are suing for uh, alleged sexual abuse and grooming allegations against Marilyn Manson. Now he has recently, via his lawyer, filed apparently an aggressive lawsuit, a countersuit, um, including words that include This lawsuit arises from the wrongful and illegal acts done in furtherance of a conspiracy by the defendant, Evan Rachel Wood, and her on-again, off-again romantic partner, Ashley Gore, aka Ilma Gore, to publicly cast plaintiff Brian Warner and Marilyn Manson as a R-word and abuser, a malicious falsehood that has derailed his successful music, TV, and home career. Blah, blah, blah. Now, the suit, which is seeking a jury trial, now this is what's interesting. Not only is he countersuing, he's taking this all the way to the court. Okay, and he wants a jury to see the evidence and everything. So I'm wondering what's in the evidence, right? Now, the claims, which by the way I forgot to, but in the description of the video later, I will put a link to the counter complaint from the Los Angeles Superior Court. I'll put a link to it in the description below. So if you guys want to check it out on your own, you can read that. The suit, which is seeking a jury trial, goes on to make hard and specific accusations against Wood and Gore, alleging that the duo hacked into the singer's computers and social media, as well as created a fictitious email account to manufacture purported evidence that he was emailing illicit pornography. It goes on to drop even bigger bombshells of jurisdictional and ethical significance. They allege they impersonated an actual agent of the FBI by forging and distributing a fictitious letter from the agent to create the false appearance that Manson's alleged victims and their families were in danger, and that there was a federal criminal investigation ongoing. Now it says attachment A, so that means that there's some kind of proof that they have. They provided checklists and scripts to prospective accusers, in other words, the accusers that ended up following, listing the specific alleged acts of abuse that they would claim against Warner, attachments B and C, again, so that means they have some type of proof. And they made knowingly false statements of prospective accusers, which have since been repeated by those accusers in court filings, including the defamatory claim that Warner filmed the sexual assault of a minor. So the article goes on to talk about a bunch of stuff, but basically the meat of this is I don't believe that Marilyn Manson made even a statement that I'm aware of. It seems like he just lawyered up immediately and went to work to find some way, allegedly truthfully, according to what this article is saying, to disprove at least this woman's allegations. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at today. Again, like I said, heavy topic. So if you need to, take a breather, even if you need to step away because I don't want to trigger anybody, I don't want anyone upset, then go ahead and do that. It's totally understandable. We want to make sure that you are safe first and foremost, emotionally safe. So if at any point you feel uncomfortable and you need to step out, please do so. Okay? And I'm going to go ahead and light some a sage bundle for all of us, just to cleanse and clear all of us. Okay. All right, Sherryton, would you like me to go first? Would you like to go first? What are you feeling? Everyone okay, by the way, in chat? Everyone doing all right?
Okay. I think you should go first, Bret.
Okay.
I think you should go first.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna go first then. By the way, welcome to my channel if you're new. Be sure to hit subscribe. I never say that because I always forget. Um, and eventually, if you like it, make sure you hit the like button. And we'll get to that later. So I used a new deck that I got, which I've actually been wanting for a while, called the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot. Now I thought that this was appropriate given the gothic, you know, themes of Edgar Allan Poe um, and Marilyn Manson. So I used that deck, and yeah, so really nice deck, by the way. If you're an Edgar Allan Poe fan, or even if you're a fan of um, the imagery, if you see the deck on anywhere that interests you, it's really well done. All right, so I don't see anyone suggesting that. Um, yeah, okay, everyone seems fine. Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So I asked the cards. I wanted to see basically the truth. Okay, the truth between both of these people, between Marilyn Manson, between Evan Rachel Wood. What was the truth? What was the lawsuit? I basically asked the energy around the whole situation, and I kind of wanted to know not just from Marilyn Manson's perspective. I kind of wanted to know like the whole idea of the situation. Okay. Now, when I pulled the Celtic Cross, I wasn't going to, but I went ahead and did it. The first card I got in the first position was the Knight. Sorry. Oh, I thought you said something. I'm sorry. So I got the Nine of Wands here, and that's what it looks like in this deck. Okay. The Nine of Wands. Now, this is a card of, I think of defensiveness, defending yourself, um, weary. Now, what's interesting about this card is it has a demonic figure. I'm sure it's a Poe reference that I can't think of at the moment. I'm sorry about my computer light. That's really the only light I have besides my ring light right now. But there's a demonic figure in the sky above this, so there's definitely some heavy energy based on. I'm taking this as Manson, by the way. His energy comes through in this, in that he's weary, but he's not giving up. He's continuing the battle. The battle's ongoing, so he's kind of just taking a respite, I want to say, by sitting in the middle of this, I guess, a pond of some type. Obviously surrounded by the wands there, and you've got that demon in the sky, kind of lurking overhead, right? So that's in the first position. In the second position, I got the King of Wands. Um, Now, this speaks to me as he's ready for battle. Okay. He's prepared for battle. The wands are all about movement, except for that Nine of Wands, he was resting. But the wand suits in general are all about movement. And this King of Wands, right? King, yeah, King of Wands. He's in no hurry to slow down. Let's just say. So I feel like he's got a fiery, compassionate, like he's got something to prove, right? So this is what crosses the Knight of Wands here. Nine of Wands. I'm sorry if it sounded like I said knight. At the base of the reading, I have the Hermit, so I do see him in a period of contemplation, of again respite. Um, introspection, isolation, and I'm also getting, based on this deck alone, I'm getting a feeling of feeling stranded. Okay, I don't know if after the allegations, if he was ostracized, which, obviously, you know it's I want to say appropriate in a way to believe women when they make accusations. Okay, so if you were abandoned, then this would display that, and it feels like if this is crowning the reading. I mean, not crowning. I'm sorry. It's if this is the base of the reading. Um, I would say that he is almost almost despondent and confused and upset about the allegations, and he's trying to figure it out. He's trying to figure out why, or maybe what his next step is. But either way, there is a feeling of respite and isolation here. Okay, at the crown, or at the base of the reading. I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep saying crown. That's interesting. And the past position I have, or the which would be the fourth in the past, I have the Eight of Swords. Now in this deck, obviously, it's a Gothic deck, so the imagery is Gothic. This is a almost vampiric looking figure. Almost could say this is, Manson, lying in an open coffin. Okay, so I feel this is a victim of circumstance, trapped, um, per, um, I want to say persecuted and powerless. Okay, he's trapped in this coffin, about to be buried alive. Okay, if you can understand where I'm going with that, about to be buried alive. And there's really not much he can do because if he gets up, these swords are ready to, fall on him, right? So, I haven't even pulled it yet, but almost like the another card that I'll get to. There's this energy of needing to release, or to release control, or to release something. I'm not sure what's going on here in the past, but it does feel like a victim of a circumstance, victim of circumstance. It could also be a victim of his own making, because he did create the image of Marilyn Manson that one stereotypically could assume is the type of person who could do these horrible things that are alleged against him. So that could be what this meaning is. In the crown position, or what's above crowning, I have the star. Okay, now this is the star of hope. Okay, hope, faith. This specific card. Obviously, there's the mirror reflection in the water. Hmm. I'm drawn to, yeah. I'm drawn to like an optimism that I feel. Well, I mean, the star is optimistic, right? The star is one of the best, the most positive cards in the tarot. I'm drawn to the optimistic feeling of this. Again, this is a this is a feeling of being in respite, in being in quiet solitude, and contemplation, okay, based on the imagery. And I'm wanting to say also, uh, what am I trying to say? Faith, okay, faith after hardship, if that makes any sense. So that's crowning this reading here. The Star of Hope is crowning the reading, okay? In the next position, which is the near future, sorry, all my cards are all a mess. I have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is coming with an offer of an emotional nature or an intuitive nature. Now, what I get from when I look at this card, this doesn't look. Hi, Musings by Manifa. How are you? When I look at this card, I don't get the typical Queen of Cups vibe from it. This kind of looks like a not quite a friendly woman to me, or at least she doesn't look happy. Let's just say that she doesn't look happy. Okay. Also, does she not have a throne in this deck? Sorry, it's hard for me to see. She doesn't have a throne, and she's looking shifty, like to the side, like this. So I'm wondering what her this is reminding me of manipulation. Okay. Um, and the reason I say that is because uh water the cups cards, excuse me, are water signs, and a water sign is Pisces, and one of the negative traits of Pisces is manipulation. And so I get that kind of I get that immediately from this card just because based on the way this woman looks. It's like she's carrying a cup of manipulation. Um, emotional manipulation, maybe, because it's water, because it's a cup. If it's a water sign woman, intuitive, secretive, um, um, I don't know who that would be because his lawyer, I believe, is a male. Yeah. Um, and neither of them are water signs. So I'm wanting to go with the in the future position. Mm, I think watch out for some kind of water sign female, maybe, because I don't get like the typical maybe positive energy that I would from this card usually, just based on this card alone in this deck. I can't see if you guys can see well enough to see that she's got eyes that are literally going like this, looking off to one side. There's no throne here. You see that? Um, and she just looks suspicious to me. She looks a little questionable. Okay, so I'm wondering what's in that cup. All right, in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I always forget the position. In the seventh position, I have the Queen of Pentacles. Now, this starts a little bit of an issue for me. So, in the mind, now since I didn't ask for one specific person, I asked for the entire situation. I guess in the consciousness of the question, there's a money motivation. Okay, with this Queen of Pentacles here. This Queen of Pentacles has a B on it. Looks like she's at an opera house. Let's see, what did I write down for this one? I think this is someone after his money. I think there's a money motivation. And the environment around, one of the reasons I say that is the environment around, I have the Three of Pentacles. Okay? And this to me is a group of people gathering money. Like they're literally in the card. They, I would say they're beggars, kind of. They kind of look like, you know, in that time period, they might be beggars of some kind, or peasants, as they would say, and they're using a some sort of levy system to, you know, to pull the pinnacles out of the, like, I'm guessing the water. So yeah, a group of people gathering the money, and then this is in the environment. So it's I would say money hungry, money motivation. Again, another money motivation card. Unfortunately, I follow that with the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, and the hopes and fears. The Seven of Pentacles. Now this is waiting for the harvest to come, right? This is manifestation. This is uh, again. I keep hearing financial motivation, and that happened as soon as I pulled the Queen of Pentacles. I heard financial motivation. I heard financial motivation with the Three of Pentacles. With this card, I heard financial motivation, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, that's in the hopes and fears. Whose hope? Whose fear? I'm not sure because I didn't ask which person. I asked about the situation. But the situation has to do with money of some kind, of some substance. Anyway, the final outcome. Again, remember I mentioned earlier in the past position, I mentioned the Eight of Swords here, and how it was similar to a card that was going to come up later. So in the final outcome position, I have the Four of Swords. Okay. Again, this is wounded in battle. This is retreat. This is rest from anxiety, overwhelmed surrender. Um, I want to say, this is in a dungeon too. This is like in a dungeon or something. A surrender. And the surrender what? Um, I wasn't sure about that. Um, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull a few clarification cards on that specific Four of Swords. Spirit, please tell me what the Four of Swords means in the final outcome for the Marilyn Manson, Evan Rachel Wood lawsuit, counter lawsuit. Please tell me about this Four of Swords. Hi, Trey Leche. Hi, how are you? Four of Swords. What is that about? The Four of Swords and the final outcome. Please tell me about the Four of Swords and the final outcome. King of Cups. King of Cups. This is a party. This is a celebration after someone has been wounded from battle. Do you see that? High Infinite Natural Mystic. Four of Wands. Now, this would be considered a celebration card, but this looks like a funeral. That's a funeral pyre, and that's an angel in waiting. So is that the celebration? I'm going to pull one more. The Six of Pentacles, Loans and Debts. Something about this is reeking of money. It's reeking of financial gain, financial motivations. Six of Pentacles. If you guys can see that. Let me just check the bottom of the deck here. The Moon cards. Okay. Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and the Tower. Okay. So I'll wait for Sherryton's reading. I'll pull some oracle cards, and we'll do a final outcome kind of thing together. But I have an idea already. Sherryton, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, Bret, I have to say that I got some cards. When I started putting the cards down, at first I was like, hold on. And I realized that one of the cards was under one of the other cards, and I redid it. And I put everything back in order and then replaced the cards. And well, Mr. Waters, okay, to start off with, this was always going to happen. This was fated to happen to you. I have no idea half of the things, not even half, 75% of what Bret had to say in his reading. I don't know. I haven't listened to it. I needed to give this reading my full attention. Out of 10, a 10 card spread, a Celtic cross. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 major arcana. This is no joke. This was always going to happen to you. Now, it's not yet clear to me, just by looking at the cards, whether this is all a pack of lies. Although, to be honest, the feeling I'm getting is, although there are some lies here, it's not all lies. I'm going to start doing the reading. But before that, let me turn down the oven because I've got some chicken in there and I don't want it to get burnt. I'll be right back. This is when it starts beeping. I don't know if anyone can hear the beeping, but it started to beep. I have to go and attend to the chicken. I'll be right back.
All right.
Sorry.
Such a very heavy cards, very heavy situation that we're talking about. So, hi, Ifashaye. How are you? Good health. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Hi, Sylvester. How are you? Good to see you. Yep, chicken in the oven. Yep. I was thinking about letting her finish before we started, but I was like, if we wait, those people, we were gonna they're gonna kill us. So, yeah. So hi, Trace. Sherryton, say hi to uh,
Let's see who's
a
in the chat.
bunch of people.
Uh, oh, hi, Translation. Oh, Infinite Natural Mystic. Yeah, he is a bit, isn't he? Marie, Nicole. Oh, Ifashaye. My girl, Sylvester.
Yeah,
Oh, Sylvester. Thank you for joining us.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Manifa, hello. Hello, Kenny. Hello. Well, Miss Sheena. Miss Sheena. Um Hello everybody. Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you too, Kelly. And everyone else who's seen fit to join us. Thank you so much.
Thank
And yeah, I thought I'd go in the mode because
you. Right.
and I am a kind of I'm a hippie yeah, I'm a funky punk. That's me. But anyway, right, as I was saying with the reading, 6 major arcana. This was always going to happen to you. First card I have is the Lovers. I don't really need to look that deep into it. It's the Lovers. They were lovers. They had a thing. This is crossed by the Chariot. Now, in other decks, this Chariot can be about moving forward, motion. It can also be about inertia when read in its negative aspect. However, when I look at this deck, it kind of gives me the reason why this was always going to happen to Mr. Waters. He was riding the dragon. He was riding the dragon of the person he put himself forward to be. At the base of the reading is the devil. Need I say more? So, I'm seeing that there are lies, but I'm also seeing that there are truths. There are lies, but there is an attachment to, oh, God bless you there, Sylvester. There's an attachment to negative urges, to negative urges exactly. There's an attachment to, I mean, pleasures of the flesh. I mean, we're all attached somewhat to pleasures of the flesh, but these pleasures of the flesh may be referred to as not kinks, not fetishes, deviants. And some of these urges and desires and acts sometimes only one person is having fun. In the past, there's heartache. The relationships that you had with these women meant something to you. You did actually care about them. They did actually care about you. But some things went on in the relationship sexually. This is right under the Lovers card. This is right under the Lovers card. So, and it's the base of the reading because we're asking about it. Now, at the crowning of the reading, I have the Sun. Now, normally the sun means illumination. It's a yes card. Is so and so lying? Is so and so telling the truth? It's a yes card. But in this particular situation, the dragon is being illuminated. But it's a baby dragon. It's a baby dragon. So the illumination isn't coming from the dragon. The illumination is falling upon the dragon. And the dragon is sitting by a wall. So the dragon's walled in. This is the persona, walled in and illuminated. This is the persona contained. In the near future, I have the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns. It goes up, it goes down. What goes up must come down. At the moment, and I don't really know very much about the case at all. Bret's been filling me in on a few things, but at the moment, I feel like you had a moment where the wheel was going up and things were going very well for you. But now things are going down, and you think that things have already gone down as much as they can. They haven't. They haven't gone down as much as they can. In your mind, you are the hermit. You are the hermit. You are isolated. You are by yourself and you are looking inwards, trying to find the light. Unfortunately for you, that's right by the devil card. So although there's light to be found, in a way you've kind of become a victim of your own success. Now there's a period of inertia and waiting here where you'll be waiting to find out which way to move forward. It's like, how can I put it? This is the end of an era. This is ended an era. The times when things were going really well and everything was great and fantastic, that's over. There's a new beginning because it's an end of an era where you, as I said, isolation. This is the beginning of a new era, a new you, and new opportunities. That's your environment. However, in the ninth position of hopes and fears, we have imprisonment. Something about this isn't going to go the way you think it's going to go. Something about this whole case is going to blow up in your face. Now you can release yourself and set yourself free. However, you chose to be adversarial. Now, this is supposed to be the outcome card for this question. Are the women telling the truth? Are they lying? I could pick clarifiers, but to be honest, or should I? You know what? I'm going to pick a couple clarifiers because something is telling me that this case may well end up leading to another case. Okay, all right. Okay, first one. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune for me. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune for me in this reading. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune for me. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune for me in this reading. Please clarify. You know what? Strength. Walking away. Somebody's wish will be granted. So with the Wheel of Fortune, the end of an era, you're going to have to find strength. You're going to have to be prepared to walk away. But you will get a wish. Someone, and I'm not sure if it's you or them, but someone's going to get a wish. I'm not sure if it's you. Because the next card, as I said, after the Wheel of Fortune is the Hermit. So it's not you who's going to get the wish. Now, let's have a look at the clarification for the two. Oops, what the hell is it? Sorry, a card just dropped on the floor. And I'm sure it was probably an important card as well. Good heavens. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to take these two. They just flew out anyway, so there you go. Right, I wanted a clarification for the Two of Spears, the card of the environment. And it reiterated walking away. Moving on to calmer waters. You're going to move on to calmer waters. The house. You're going to move on to calmer waters. To save the house. No. Sorry, I'm just going to clarify this one quickly. 4. Right. Yes. Moving on to calmer waters to seek haven, refuge in your house. That's what that's about. That's going to be your new opportunity to live a quiet life. It will be a self-imposed. Yeah. It could be a self-imposed you know what? There'll be another case um from this case. I think you need, should I even say it? There's going to be another case from this case. Um all of you who know what the Eight of Swords generally means will understand this card. This is why he's going to be embattled. And yeah, there's going to be another case from this. I could go into more details, but to be perfect with the outcome, but you know what? I'm not going to go into more details with the outcome. I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind, Bret, but I'm not going to go into more details with the outcome. I see here that there's some truth, there's some lies. Some stuff really did go on. It was always going to happen to him. It was fated because of the persona that he adopted. And I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm really not. Um, it made him an easy target for something like this. Plus, there was some things going on sexually with the relationships. Maybe not as bad as they said, but there were some things. There's going to be I feel there's going to be another case from this. Um, it's not going to go the way he hopes, and he may well end up facing criminal charges, and then he really will be embattled. Um, yeah. At the base of the pack, I have the Three of Spears. I have Death. Oh, crumbs. And I have the Five of Queens. So, looking overseas, the end of something, as reiterated with the Wheel of Fortune, and somebody left out in the cold, poverty. I'm very sorry, Mr. Waters. This was a very bad move. As for my final outcomes in Oracle cards, I'll wait until Bret's done his, but that's my reading, and I look forward to watching what you had to say, Bret.
Marie, that is the vibe that I get. When I tap into the energy, how do I not blame the women? Because that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm wanting to say, they didn't go into it blindly. They knew what they were signing up for. The energy is he took it too far, maybe got too excited. And that's the energy that I feel. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't feel it was
reckless.
Yeah.
The Chariot. The lovers caused by the Chariot. They have the sex. It was reckless.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
Going back and forth, I have the Dark Mirror Oracle here. I don't know if we need to go that dark. I also have the Heaven Astrology, but I don't know if that will really tell me. So maybe
I would go with the Dark Mirror. Sorry to stop you, but I was actually, that's one of the decks I've actually been looking at, because at first I was like, oh, I don't like it, and then I thought, you know what? After we did our last reading together, I thought actually having an oracle deck like that would be useful.
Yeah.
Because it can't all be rainbows and buttercups.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Yeah.
So but it's your choice. Sorry to jump in there, Brett. You know me, I never shut up. This is why I mute myself.
That's okay. Well, I pull this one out. I pulled out Atonement. Atonement. Okay. I'm wanting to say, again, like Sherryton said, there are some lies and there are some truths. I think he has, based on the lawsuit that was filed, he has proof of the lies. But the truths, since they're true, he's not gonna be able to fight. So what was that card you pulled? That was it the Hermit, or was it the something about retreating or something, or finding light? Was it the Hermit? I think. Yeah. So I feel like he is gonna be seeking atonement, and you see, well, this is a woman here, but it's almost like she's taking swords in the back in order to seek atonement, in order to release herself, release, you know, release themselves. I want to see another message here. Atonement. I want to know for the whole situation. Give me something for the whole of the for both parties, for all parties, men and the women. Please. Jesus' name. Please. Fragmentation. If I can just read on this really quick. Sorry, Sherryton. Oh, that's the French. Sorry. I know French, but not enough to be talking about it on here. Alright, so the stage is anger. When rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion and we break. Losing a sense of self is... sorry, let me show you the card while I read it. Losing a sense of self is a crescendo of noise, a decrescendo of pain, and a prelude to nothingness. Fragmentation. If I were to cut off my legs, would I still be me? If I were to carve out my heart, would I still be me? If my flesh would turn to stone, if my lungs were emptied of air, if my dream to fly were to be forced in chains and hanged out like an expired balloon, would I still be me? I fought and lost, broken beyond recognition, not by the shallow sight of bystanders who can pity but who can't understand. I cannot even recognize myself through the sobs, through the tears, and when silence finally comes, through the empty motions and the um, conventional smiles. Who did this to me? I did, maybe, maybe not. What is broken can be mended. Not so that it returns whole, but at least until it tells his name anew, my name. And who will do that to me? I will. So again, this is another renewal card I'm getting, and I got several of those in the actual tarot reading. So we've got atonement and fragmentation. So after atonement comes renewal. Okay. All right. That's what I got.
Okay, I also pulled some oracle cards. I used the Rebel deck. I pulled 3 cards. All right, so he launched this suit. Love. It says, get after that. The world has your back. I think this one's for the girls. This one's for him. Get the ugly cry on. Let that stuff go. Your soul will thank you. Now, I'm not sure. Yeah. The message from Spirit for Mr. Waters is wisdom. Now, let me read what that means in this deck. I'm not sure if I need to, but I'm going to quickly. Okay, wisdom. What does this have to say about wisdom? Okay. The sacred landscape wants you to know the sacred landscape wants you to know things are not as they seem. Look beneath the surface in your life. For example, you might feel that you aren't making progress on a particular sub project, yet beneath the surface things are happening. Or you might be going through a stormy cycle. This card is letting you know that even though the surface of your life might be a bit rocky or wobbly, in a deeper place all is well and serenity and peace are emerging. Things that may seem challenging will later be revealed to have been beneficial. When I hear that, I think to myself that This is about your personal growth. This is about your personal growth. In the past, you have behaved recklessly, um, and you have made yourself vulnerable by adopting a persona. Now, the persona was great and it made you money, it made you successful, and that's fine. But there came a point when the persona became an intrinsic part of you on a much deeper level. You got a bit carried away. And you got a bit carried away. And right now, you think that things are really bad. They could have been so much worse. From what I see with the reading, you might not realize it now, but not only was this meant to happen to you, it was bound to. Um, this is a pause. Going forward, you're going to face a lot more challenges. This is almost like the eye of the storm. This is a lull. But you do have the opportunity to move on to calmer waters for a while. In order to navigate this whole situation, you're going to need wisdom and you're going to need to grow as a person spiritually. It might benefit you on a personal level, on a very deep personal level, because it will enable growth. But as for the ladies involved in this situation, it may benefit you too to make better choices in your life, to choose better for yourself. So wisdom will be needed on both sides. That's my reading. Bret, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Thank you. Oh boy. So, final thoughts, anyone? Anyone in the chat? Sherryton,
Yeah.
anything you want to say?
I mean, as I said, I'm coming from this from a place of not knowing very much. I'm not really into the whole celebrity culture thing. And I have to be honest, I never really listened to much Marilyn Manson. It's not my cup of tea. I'm more of a Queens of the Stone Age kind of girl. I like some Muse, you know. That's more my bag. Not quite metal, but almost metal. Love a bit of Foo Fighters. Yeah, Marilyn Manson was never really my thing. Um, yeah. And I'm old. No, well, actually, being old has nothing to do with it because he was around when I was younger as well. So he's been around for a long time. So, I don't know. He's older than me. That much I do know.
Yeah.
Well, you know. Um, yeah, yeah.
Anyone have
Um,
questions for the pendulums?
yeah. Does anyone have any question for the pendulum? If I know where I put the thing, oh yes, it's in my pocket. I've got it here. It's in my pocket.
By the way, Sherryton, did I show you I got these Magic 8-Ball cards I told you about?
Oh, wicked.
Yeah. They're like shaking a Magic 8-Ball, but getting a card instead.
All right, let's have a look in the chat. I'm going to just have a quick look in the chat and see if... Oh, yeah, you can hear the oven as well.
Yeah.
Don't let the chicken burn. Yes, let me go turn off the oven.
Go turn off the oven.
You know what, Marina Cole? That's... Sorry, Brett. I just want to say this quickly before I rush to the chicken at the oven. I rush to the chicken and save it for my belly. But yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, Marina Cole, it is BDSM gone wrong. It is BDSM. That's exactly what it is. It is BDSM gone wrong. Anyway, I've got to go save the chicken.
All right. Ooh. Anyone have any questions? Yes, save the Lord. You know what? Let me highlight that. You know, that's important. Yeah, anyone have any questions for the pendulum? Anyone have any questions in general about what the whole situation is? Again, I will link the article about the countersuit from Marilyn Manson to Evan Rachel Wood in the description after this processes. And I will also, there's a link to the court document for the countersuit, but it's in the article, but I will also link it in the description below so that yeah, in case you want to read one or the other. Any questions, any comments, any concerns? It's been so nice to have you guys here. It feels nice to have some some support, especially Marie and musings by Manifa. Not that anyone else, you know. We love all of you here, but you guys especially have been here for every reading we've done, if not almost every reading. And me and Sherryton were actually talking about that. I think last night or the night, I don't know. Recently, we were talking about it. And we were talking about how we appreciate that so much. Just support. You know, Marie, I don't know if you have any interest in yeah.
The chicken's been saved.
Oh God bless. Yeah. Sherryton, I was just thanking everyone in chat for stopping by and giving support, especially Marie and Musings by Manifa for, like we were talking about, how they're kind of always, I think they've been here for nearly every stream that we've done.
They have been. They actually have been. And you know what? It means so much that you've gone out of your way, you've taken time out of your life to support us, because me and Brett, we're kind of long. We don't do anything short. We don't go off half cocked or half assed. We go the whole hog. So
well, on pretty serious stuff. So I mean, to be fair, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, so I really want to thank you guys and everyone who's tuned in to all our live streams or even watched us back later. Thank you so much. It means so much to us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you to everyone who watches on replay. We appreciate that as well.
Yes.
the money. I don't make money off of YouTube.
Yeah.
Yet. Hopefully someday. I think you have to have a certain view count in order to even be monetized. I think I can set up Google AdSense, but that's like, a couple pennies maybe. So I'm not really like that worried about it. Plus, I don't want to give you guys ads. But if anyone is interested in, if anyone enjoyed this, is interested in tipping, I do have links to Cash App and PayPal and Coffee down below. So you can always leave $1 there. Yeah, view count and followers. Yeah. Yeah. Silly how that works. But yeah, it makes sense. But I have links to those down in the bottom of the description. I don't want to. I wanted all the information first, Sherryton, and then the cards. That, and right there at the bottom, you can see that. So leave $1 if you like, if you can, to show some support. I want to get Sherryton to do that. Get that set up for her so she can do the same. Subscribe to the channel. Because I have not been asking you to do that, and I keep forgetting. But yeah, subscribe to the channel, and we have a bunch of stuff planned out. Sherryton, what do we have next coming up on your channel? Do you want to share?
Yes, I am, me, Miss Politician. Well, there's a few things. I know that we're supposed to be doing an Oscars special, where we're going to be doing the Oscars, and I believe that one of the people we're going to be looking at is Daniel Kaluuya. I know Musings by Manifa, you had a look at this as well. And I didn't know that before I had come up with the idea, but it's definitely something I'll be considering. Oh, and also because yes, I need to do an update to the Ukraine one. I must admit I was a bit perplexed where at the time when I asked my pendulum um how long it will be before the invasion is over, and it said 7 days, and I'm like, 7 days? That don't make sense. And I think you'll remember, if you saw it, that I actually asked the pendulum then, and it was like yes, and I was confused. So the conclusion I've come to is it's not so much that the invasion wasn't over. The invasion was over within that time. It's the occupation. It's the efforts of the Russians to try to hold on to the land that they've grabbed. So even when it comes to like bombing cities and hospitals, they've already got part of the city anyway. So they're just bombing it so that they can keep what they've got and maybe like keep the whole city. So, oh, thank you so much,
Thank
Sheena.
you, Tina.
Oh, love.
Queen. Oh my gosh.
Yes, she is. Yes, so that's the conclusion that I've come to. So I'm probably going to do an update on Ukraine. However, what a lot of people might not realize is there's also a major war happening in Yemen. And well, I don't know how many of you are aware of it, but being as it's Africa, it doesn't get anywhere near as much time in the media. But it's important because now there's a famine taking place. And one of the questions I want to ask is, how long is this war going to continue? Furthermore, I must confess, I actually do have some skin in the game because I have family in Yemen. Family members had tried to get family out, had tried to get my brother-in-law out. They couldn't get him out. So yeah, I have family in Yemen. So if I can do one on Ukraine, why can't I do one on my own people? I think fair's fair, and I think it's important to highlight that war and atrocities of war has taken place all over the planet. So I'm going to look at that. as well. I think there was something else. Was there something else, Brett? I swear
Or,
there was something else.
yes. Somewhere. Let's see where I read it. Da, 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 da. Yes. Should we just spill all of it? Hi, Kate. You're late.
Okay.
You're late for a very important date. No. Well, okay. So here are some ideas, guys. One of them was Sherryton's because she's a fan of one of these, and one of them is my idea because I'm a fan of one of these. So, I guess Sherryton, Cardi, and Tasha.
Oh yes, Cardi and Tasha K. What a car crash. I mean, will this woman ever shut up? Really? I mean, seriously. I mean, you get fined £4.5 million. You don't have that kind of money, but you still won't shut up. What's wrong with you? Sorry.
She didn't get.
Sorry.
She didn't get. Yeah. Uh, the other one, the important one, a political one. Tasha K is a hot mess. Yes, absolutely. Um, there's a fun entertainment one that I wanted to do, and then there's a very very serious one. You guys, that she has merchandise about it. No, she doesn't. Oh, bye, Tasha.
Well,
Bye.
to be honest, she doesn't have the money. If they don't, she's got to find the money somewhere. I mean, otherwise she's gonna have to sell her home
You better pick up
and like,
cards and start doing some readings.
girl. But no, actually, I would not want a reading from someone like Tasha K. That
Okay.
woman's crazy. Yeah, I'd be more frightened that she's gonna put a hex on me or some shit like that. Sorry, I shouldn't say those things. Oh, thank you very much, Kate. You're so lovely. Thank you. But I mean, not to say that you can do those things or that type of thing is possible, but that woman, she ain't righted in her head. There's something wrong with that woman. She ain't righted. I mean, talk about a few sandwiches short of a picnic. She's proper cracked. Love. She's
Like,
cracked.
actually, like, crap.
Well, actually, to be fair, I would ask the question: are you on crack? Have you been smoking crack? That's the kind of stuff I'll ask people. Not because I necessarily think they are, but because I think that some of the stuff they come out with is crazy. But seriously, girl, shut the hell up. Just shut up. As for the merchandise, she's got to make the money somehow.
Yeah, but if it's got Cardi, if it's got something to do with Cardi, then Cardi can sue about that too.
Yes, so she spent all that money making the merchandise, the overheads of merchandise, and now Cardi gets all the merchandise, and yeah, that's just more money down the drain. The woman's cracked. She's cracked in the nut.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
So similar. Well, I guess similar. Okay. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's been some kind of like a little love shown between Nicki and Kim, Nicki Minaj and Lil Kim. Um, little a little interview. I forgot who she did it with. I'm sorry, I forgot. I don't have it open. But there was something about Kim or Nicki defending Kim and saying, you know, people are biting their style, biting and not giving credit. And then there was something about would Nicki do a versus you know that Instagram live show? Yeah, Marie.
No.
Uh, would you do one with Lil Kim? And she didn't say no. Um, I think she said something like there was two people that she would do it with, and the host said something about Lil Kim, and um, I don't know. It seemed it. I would be interested to see if that would happen. Um, and I think another one, a male. The two options, but the host didn't want to go male. He just mentioned female rappers, and Nikki was kind of like, how like I would see Nikki wanting to go up against a man. Um, now something that I need to read on soon because it's so important to me personally. It's important to a lot of people. Anyone who has a soul, I think, is the "Don't Say Gay" bill that unfortunately did pass in Florida, um, making it a very it's detrimental to LGBTQ youth, let alone adults, but especially youth. And I want to read on it, and I don't think it's going to pass the House or the Senate. If the vote, I mean, hopefully we keep on to the majority in both areas. Um, Otherwise, yeah, that could be a really nasty way to live for a lot of, yeah, that bill, yeah, same. Yeah, it reminds me of being a kid, like I was telling Sherryton. If that was a bill back when I was a kid, what would happen to me is the principal, the teachers would be forced, quote unquote, to tell my parents that I was a homosexual and that, or a transgender, whatever you are, and that I would go home to be kicked out of my house. And I'm worried about the increase in gay homelessness, trans homelessness, queer homelessness, queer suicide rates. Okay? And it's just not okay. Um, yeah. So if anyone, I don't know of any like charities now off the top of my head, but maybe I'll put them in the description below. You know, I love to do that. Suicide rates, yes. So if I can find any charities or any political movements that I can think or find, I will post them in the description below so that anyone that's watching on playback can maybe kind of like maybe like a change.org petition or something like that to get this just knocked out because this is ridiculous. This is 2022 and this can't happen. uh, Absolutely not. We're not going to let it happen as a people. And we don't need to do a reading on it because I just said it's not happening, right? But yeah, so those are some of the readings we have planned. So Sheraton, are you thinking Saturday? Sorry,
Yes, Saturday.
Saturday.
Saturday, I'm thinking Saturday night is good. Yeah.
Are you wanting to do Yemen?
I think maybe I will do a quick update on the Ukraine thing.
Okay, so
Um,
we can do that.
I don't know if I'm going to go straight into Yemen because I don't want to do two very serious ones on the trot. I'd much rather mix it up with something a bit more fun.
Okay,
So, um, but I think Yemen is one I might try and see if I can do that maybe in the week, maybe on the Thursday.
okay.
I'll try and tackle Yemen on the Thursday. But also please cancel my cards. Negative energy. But yeah, on what are we doing on Friday? Oh yeah, sorry, Saturday. Yeah, that day. What are we doing on Saturday again? We're gonna do a fun one, aren't we? Shall we do Tasha K and Cardi B then?
We can do,
On
yeah,
on
we can do.
or shall we do the one on Daniel Kaluuya? I don't know because
I don't.
only just saw that Manifa had done one, and I was like, oh crumbs.
Well, yeah.
But not a lot of people.
You want to
Ah,
rush? You want to rush it out? Yeah, we can do that one. Because if people are so
um,
up and we want to be ahead of it.
yeah. So maybe we'll try and knock that one out. We could actually try both of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, we could do like a double bubble. I think I'm going to call it double bubble. Yeah.
Oh,
But it's going to be Daniel Kaluuya and it's going to be Tasha K.
right.
Sorry, put down that crap. Anyway, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get sued. I haven't got any money,
Okay. How about instead
Tasha.
of double, assuming we can get there fast enough, right? Because we've been on for an hour and a half. That's not bad for us, honestly.
Yeah, actually, for that us, that's like lightning.
Especially
But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. I think that we can do a double bubble, and that's what I'm gonna call it, double bubble. Um, Kaluuya
not even his girlfriend.
and Tasha K.
It's not her. It's her girlfriend. It's what was she called? A life.
Oh yeah,
Life.
it's called Here. What's her name?
Her name.
Here
Here
Goddess or
and she is allegedly an international alma mater of Blessed University. It's real fucking creepy.
I think her
Oh,
original name was Here Princess, and then did it become Here Goddess or something
it's
like that?
Hair Holiness.
Here Holiness.
Hair or air, as in like
Yeah, I know. As in here to a throne.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. She's cracked in the head as well.
yeah. It's nuts. And his
Or
friends.
maybe just really manipulative.
I think she's dangerous. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone send out some good vibes and some prayers to Daniel Kaluuya. We need him around. Okay, he's not only
Yeah.
a good actor, award-winning, Oscar-winning actor. Did he win an Oscar? Award-winning Oscar, but he also is a good person, despite the kind of cult that woman that's kind of taken over. Anyway, so yeah, send some love out to him. Yeah, dangerous. That's why I'm getting money for. Yeah. And you guys, so when it comes to, I don't know if anyone's interested in the Oscars anymore. Now I have one category that I'm very interested in. Um, Best Actress. Because I'm gonna look up and see if I can find any tarot readers that have like a really good way of like doing Oscar predictions. Because otherwise, I just have one person that I want to look at, and I don't know if that's that entertaining. Sherryton.
Hmm. Well, I have to confess,
Yeah.
nothing immediately springs to mind, but I haven't really been watching any films in cinemas or any. Yeah, the only films I watch are ones that are free from Netflix. Well, I say free, I'm paying a subscription,
Mm-hmm.
or the Amazon films. I've been watching the Amazon films. Oh, I have watched a couple Disney movies. Yeah. So if it's not available via streaming for a service that I'm already paying for, I ain't watching it.
Yeah. Well, I sent you a free link to something, and you never. But
Yes. I haven't watched it yet, but I will. I just have to be in the right mood.
you have to watch it
'Cause-
for the reading so you can decide if you want her to win it.
yeah, absolutely. No, you're correct. You're correct. I have to stop watching my science fiction movies with aliens and all that shit. And I got to stop watching all those fantasy movies and those ones with the magic. And then there's the women who go out and they're spies and shit like that. I've got to stop watching all those kind of movies. Oh, yeah. And my Kung Fu movies. You see, as you can tell, I'm not necessarily this type of woman who watches Oscar-worthy movies because I don't do drama in life or in film. But there you go. Yeah. I like action flicks. My chick flicks are action chick flicks and something weird like aliens and shit. I'm a nerd.
No,
Simple.
it's fine. Oh, thank you. Okay. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have a funny chemistry, and that's why we just keep doing these videos. Because I mean, if I were to do a solo, if I were to do a video, or I don't know how Sherryton feels, but I would just feel like, where's my comic back up? Right? Like, where's my, you know what I mean? And it's not even like one person is like the sidekick. It's like we're both our own stars, you know?
Yeah. Although to be honest, I find myself supremely entertaining. Brett was with me cooking the other night, and I was there dancing around the stove and singing to myself and shaking. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah. Well, I don't know. I might get camera shy if I was on my own. I don't know, but there you go.
Thank
All right, listen, folks. My thing is ringing, telling me it's time to go to bed, and then the chicken alarm is ringing, telling me it's time to turn off the oven because it's nice and crispy on the outside. So I
Well,
will say good night,
which,
peoples.
which one are you doing first?
I'm gonna turn off my alarm that tells me it's time to go to bed first, and then I'm gonna go deal with the chicken.
Okay. All
All
right.
right.
Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. And even though they were mildly conflicting readings, I think they had similar things going on. I don't know. We'll have to watch Sheraton, so we'll have to watch back and then.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it back to find out what Bret had to say. This will be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you guys again so much for tuning in. I think this is the most live viewers I've ever had. And
Woohoo!
thank you, Manifa. Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo. So thank you guys so much for showing up and sticking around. And again, Marie, and especially Marie and Manifa, thank you guys so much for being here pretty much every time that we do a video and staying the whole time. It means, I mean, you guys were so supportive, and it means so much. All of you are very supportive to show up and to spend your evening with us, or your whatever your time zone with us. So thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel, like the video. Cash App and PayPal, coffee links below if you want to leave $1. So, anyway, with that, we'll leave you, and we will see you again on Sheraton's channel on Saturday.
Yes, Saturday. I am aiming for. Ooh,
Don't get.
I'm going to.
We're always late.
You know what I'm like already.
Like it's PPT, psychic people time, right?
Yes, because you know the soul is eternal and we're going to live forever. Anyway, namaste.
All right, namaste. Ashe, amen. Thank you guys so much for showing up, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye bye.
Right.